Howdy, howdy, this is Billy Bob, and this is Asian Redneck Show. I hope you're all doing okay today. It is exactly 3:21 in the morning, and I'm doing this little podcast just for you, because I love you. I love every single one of you. Actually, I was having a dream, and in the dream, I was thinking about you. That's right. Today's podcast is going to be about empty your mind. This is going to be a little longer audio because I want you to think about emptying your mind. In life and philosophy, I learned a lot when I was in the Himalayan mountains, up there living with the monks. I was trying to find myself. Anyhow, they told me about all these chakras. I don't know what those were when I was first studying that stuff, but they're these energy fields inside of your body. Maybe you're a really sexual person and that's all you think about. Maybe you're an intellectual person, that's all you think about. Maybe you're an artistic person and that's all you think about. There's all these different moods that we focus on through life. And as we get more mature in our spirituality, that's a big word, is spirituality. You end up trying to get to what they call the third eye. Now, I don't know if the third eye is real or not. I've listened to a lot of videos, read a lot of books, traveled to a lot of places in life so they can help me open my third eye. There's some special meditation techniques that you're supposed to use to open your third eye. One of the best things I've heard of is some like a bark that you go and you smoke or you drink it or something. It's called DMT or ayahuasca. I'm going to put that in the link below so you can take a look at that. But that's like the most realistic way to open your third eye. Well, what is that third eye? Well, a lot of us every day, I'm going to try not to laugh through this little episode about emptying your mind. We go through life worrying about what people are saying about us, worrying about people are doing about us. By the way, I'm going to stop right here for a second. If you stay till the very end, I'm going to give you a secret on how to open up your third eye. And it's a special technique that I learned from this old Buddhist monk over in India. And pretty much worked for me. It's changed my life. Well, let me get back to this. So most of us every day, we're worrying about our bills, right? Maybe we're worrying about, I got to put food on the table, or, I got to clean the clothes for my husband and my family, my children. Maybe you're worrying about the weather, outside. It's raining, I got a family member, I won't say the person's name. I call that person up and it's like, hey, how are you? And they're like, it's raining outside. I'm like, yeah, isn't that great? They're like, what? I can't go outside and have fun. And then next few days I call back and I'm like, hey, how you doing? It's too hot outside. So we focus on all the exterior things. You know what I'm saying? All those things outside, we're always focused on maybe our job or our boss or the neighbor. Or I just turned off a fan. I don't know if you could hear the difference there. But, or the neighbors, or, look at the neighbor just got a brand new car and I got a broken one. Or look at them, they got 17 children and I only got 8. Yeah, well, the problem is that we're letting life tell us how to live. We're letting life force us. And we're like going, I gotta change. Maybe you lost your job. Like, oh no, I lost my job. Or maybe you got a job and you're like, oh no, what am I gonna do? I don't know what to do. This is my first day on a job. Well, as you grow spiritually and you open up this third eye, whether it's a real or not, it is a mental state of mind. You know what I'm saying? And so there's a famous quote, and it came from Bruce Lee, and I don't know if he came up with it. You can, if you want, just give me the credit for it. Because I come up with a lot of stuff and people just say, oh, so-and-so came up with it. But it goes like this. Empty your mind. Be formless. Be shapeless. Be like water. If you put water in a cup, it becomes a cup. If you put water into a bottle, it becomes a bottle. If you put it into a teapot, beep, it becomes a teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be like water, my friend. And I guess that's the best way to say that you're finally enlightened. You know, you got to learn how to listen to yourself and flow. You got to flow with nature. You got to flow with what life throws at you. If you lose your job, just relax. Take it easy for a day or two. Nothing's going to happen in 2 or 3 days, maybe not even a week. Typically, you got your bills paid up for a month. You got food in the refrigerator. The electric's been paid. So just relax. Take it easy. Maybe take a walk. And let nature and let the universe and let God and let your mind work and come up with solutions. Maybe that's when you say to yourself, I always wanted to be an artist. Let me take some art classes and let me focus on that. Or let me start looking for a job again. And maybe you'll just find a better one. It's there's another saying my grandma used to tell me. It's like, hold your hands out. So I held my hands out, both of them. She said, put them together. I put them together and she said, okay, here's a whole bunch of money. So she gave me a whole bunch of pennies. Those are like small coins if you're from some different country, like the smallest denomination of coin. And I'm like, wow. She goes, hold on to that now. Now she's like, now I'm going to go. I'll be right back. So she went to her jewelry box and she got all this jewelry. It was all fake jewelry. But I was a kid, I was a little boy and I was like, wow, look at all that shiny money, all that shiny jewelry and diamonds and stuff. So she said, keep on holding on to those coins, little boy. And so I did. And she poured all of those jewelry things on top of my hands, which were full of coins. Guess what happened to the jewelry? Just all fell on the floor. And so she said, in order to get more, in order to get something that's more valuable, sometimes you got to let go of those things that are less valuable. It might be a spouse, might be a friend, it might be an old job, it might be an old house, it might be your clothes, it might be a watch, it might be anything. It might be your thoughts. Get rid of the things that you have so that the universe and God and you could put new and more precious things in your hands. So again, in order to be enlightened, you have to focus on being quiet. You have to focus on listening to your thoughts. You have to focus on asking yourself, what should you do? Now, here's the secret. I'm going to end this with the secret that I learned from an old man in the Himalayan mountains when I was doing my travels. And it's helped me abundantly. First of all, you got to find yourself. I know if you don't like to meditate, if you don't, I know us rednecks don't really like to meditate, but if you're an Asian redneck, and if you're one of me, then listen carefully. So find yourself a place. Typically, you want to do this at night when you're going to bed, okay? But for right now, for practice purposes, you can sit anywhere. You can sit in the car. That's a good place. You always go to your car, close the door, and nobody bothers you. Right now, your kids, nobody. Just no. Don't even tell your wife or your husband where you're going. Just go get in the car. And you close your eyes and you start. First of all, you close your eyes and you try to relax. You take a deep breath. Let's do it together. Breathe out. Breathe in again. Breathe out. See how relaxing that is already? I'm about to fall asleep. Anyhow, so once you do that, you got your eyes closed and you look up inside of your head, inside of your eyelids. Close your eyelids and you look up as hard as you can look up. Like you're going to make your eyes look up to the ceiling. And it kind of hurts a little bit. It's okay. Keep looking up. Now, what you want to do is keep looking up, okay? Keep looking up. It's going to hurt a little bit. Keep looking up. And now I want you to think about the biggest struggle you have in life. Is it making money? Is it getting a job? Is it finding a woman? Is it finding a good man? Is it going to school or passing a test? Doesn't matter. I'm going to just say, for the sake of this little session, is that I need to make more money. So keep looking up and say, I have a problem. And I want you to think about the problem in your mind. Okay, you're going to be quiet in the car. That's where you're at, or some quiet in a closet or wherever. And you think to yourself, my problem is I don't have enough money. I can't pay my bills. I need help. I need a solution. Keep looking up. Keep forcing those eyes at the top of your head. I need a solution. I need an answer. I need some way to make a lot of money. How much money? I need at least, $5,000 a month. I need that money so I can pay all my bills, so I can help my family, so I can help my kids, so I can buy clothes for my children, so I can get a new computer for my job, so I can get a car and I can drive to work, so I can go to college. Whatever your problem is, just keep saying that and think about it in your head. Think about the bills you can't pay. Think about opening your wallet in your mind and it's empty. Think about opening your purse in your mind and it's empty. And then just end up the meditation. Keep looking up. Keep making it hurt. Keep looking up as hard as you can. And say, I need a solution. And then just say, take a deep breath and let it out. And you're going to do that 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row. Now, here's where the magic is, people. This is where the magic is. When the universe answers you, it does not answer you with a big billboard that says, here's the solution. Finally got it. It's right here in front of you. No, that's not how it works, people. It comes in subtle ways. Maybe somebody comes to you and says, hey, how are you? My name's Billy Bob. And I was wondering if you want to go have lunch with me. Go have lunch with that person. That person might be the one that's going to give you the answers. Maybe he's going to give you a job. Maybe he's going to give you some kind of information, something that's going to lead you on that path to success. I did this technique for my YouTube channel when I first started with 0 followers, and I said, this is the silliest thing I'm doing, making a YouTube channel. And you know what? I started doing this meditation 3 times, 1 time a day. And one person came up to me and said, oh, hey, how are you? I said, what do you do? He says, oh, I do SEO, search engine optimization. I don't know what the heck that was. And I said, oh, well, that's cool. What is it? Oh, I help people get better searches on their blogs and stuff. I'm like, well, I don't have a blog. And then all of a sudden I realized, but I have a YouTube channel I started. Can you help me out? And so this guy helped me out, and then I kept doing the same meditations, and guess what? Somebody else came and helped me, show me how to use Canva. It's a software application so I can do my little thumbnails. It's just simple stuff. And little by little, I started improving, and little by little, my views went up. I'm like at 36,000 views this month. I know it's not a lot compared to these people who have millions of views, but considering I started 3 months ago, And so this is the special trick that I've been using, and it was taught to me by an old monk who's been living like a monk all his life since he was only 7 years old. I mean, he was 7 years old and his family got rid of him, and he went to a monastery and just started praying and doing mantras and drawing things on sand and doing really weird exercises. He could do like 1 finger push-ups. I've never seen that before in my life. So I hope this all helps you. I love every single one of you. Just remember, empty your mind. Be formless. Be shapeless like water. If you put water into a cup, it becomes a cup. If you put water into a bottle, it becomes a bottle. If you put water into a teapot, it becomes a teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. and let yourself flow with the world around you, and don't let anything bother you, and be at peace. This is the Asian Redneck Show. This is Billy Bob. Have a good day, have a good night, and have a good life.